Welcome back to the channel, Top Coin, where we uncover hidden treasures hiding in plain sight, the coins in your pocket, your change jar, or even that old drawer in grandma's house. Today, we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin that could secretly be worth a small fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 1974 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. You may have used this coin to buy a candy bar back in the day, or maybe it slipped through your fingers without a second thought. But after watching this video, you'll look at every nickel with a brand new perspective. Now, this is not just any nickel. This is the 1974 Jefferson nickel, a coin that has quietly gained the attention of collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts all over the world. While millions were minted, a handful have become incredibly valuable thanks to their condition, minting errors, and historical significance. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. And you might even realize you've been sitting on a hidden gem all along. Let's start with the backstory. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse side shows Jefferson's home, Monticello, a neoclassical estate located in Virginia that is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This iconic design remained largely unchanged for decades, making any subtle mint variations even more noticeable to seasoned collectors. Fast forward to 1974, it was a year marked by political upheaval, economic challenges, and shifting social tides in the United States. Amidst all of that, the U.S. Mint produced the 1974 Jefferson nickel in large numbers. But here's the twist. Not all 1974 nickels are created equal. In 1974, the Jefferson nickel was minted in 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 601 million nickels in 1974, and these carry no mint mark. The Denver Mint struck over 277 million, and you'll find a small D on the coin to indicate this. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, around 2.6 million, which bear the S mint mark and are usually found in collector sets. Despite these high mintage numbers, only a tiny fraction of these coins have survived in perfect condition. And among those, even fewer have the unique characteristics that make them valuable. Here's where it gets really interesting. There are several key factors that can dramatically increase the value of your 1974 nickel. Coins that have never circulated, also known as mint state or uncirculated, are highly sought after. If your 1974 nickel has no scratches, discoloration, or wear, it could be worth much more than 5 cents. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC can sell for $50 to $300 or more depending on demand. This is the holy grail for nickel collectors. On the reverse side, look at the steps leading up to Monticello. If you can clearly count 5 or 6 full steps with no breaks, this is a full steps variety, and it's extremely rare in coins from 1974. A full steps 1974 D nickel, for example, has sold for over $2,000 at auction. Some of the most valuable 1974 nickels are those with striking or die errors. Examples include double die obverse or reverse, where parts of the design appear double dot off center strike, where the design is visibly misaligned; clip planchet, where a portion of the coin is literally missing; improper alloy or wrong planchet. Some 5-cent coins have been found struck on penny blanks or foreign planchets. Depending on the error type and how dramatic it is, error nickels can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $5,000. Let's take a look at what some 1974 nickels have sold for. Recently, a 1974 D Jefferson nickel graded MS66 with full steps fetched $2,115 in a heritage auction. A 1974 S-proof nickel with ultra cameo finish and pristine condition sold for over $300. Error coins from 1974 with dramatic double dies have been known to reach $1,000 to $3,000, depending on visibility and rarity. Remember, it's not just about age. It's about condition, rarity, and demand. So don't be fooled by thinking every old coin is worth big money. But if you've got a perfect specimen or a rare variety, you could be holding a collector's dream. Check the date and mint mark. Look for a clear 1974 date and check for D Denver, S San Francisco, or no mark Philadelphia. Inspect Monticello steps. Use a magnifying glass to see if the steps are full and unbroken. Look for errors. Examine the coin for doubling, off-center strikes, strange shapes, or missing parts. Assess condition. The fewer marks and the more luster it has, the better. Consider professional grading. If you believe you have a gem, send it to PCGS or NGC for certification. Right now, the coin collecting market is hotter than ever. As more people seek tangible assets and nostalgic collectibles, demand for high-quality, rare coins continues to rise. The 1974 Jefferson nickel has seen renewed attention thanks to social media, YouTube videos like this, and online auctions. While your average circulated 1974 nickel might only be worth face value, those in mint condition or with rare features are commanding higher and higher prices, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the best examples. So the next time you get a nickel in your change, don't toss it aside. That 5-cent coin could be your ticket to hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if it's a 1974 Jefferson nickel in pristine condition or has a unique error. And remember, rare coins don't always scream, "I'm valuable." Sometimes, they look just like the rest until you look a little closer. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1974 nickel, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a chance to discover the hidden wealth in your own home. Have a 1974 nickel or any other coin you're curious about? Drop a comment below and let's talk. Who knows, your pocket change might just make headlines. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next coin be a treasure. If you've ever thought your everyday coins weren't worth more than their face value, think again. Because today, we're talking about a humble little coin that could be worth way more than 5 cents. That's right, we're diving into the 1980 Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin from the United States that might be worth a surprising amount of money today. Now don't underestimate this nickel. While millions were minted, there are some key details and hidden secrets in this particular year that have collectors buzzing. From rare errors to high-grade specimens and everything in between, this is a coin story you don't want to miss. So grab your coin jar, and let's get started. Before we dive into the 1980 version, let's take a quick look at where the Jefferson nickel came from. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, designed by Felix Schlag. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, which has become one of the most iconic images on American coinage. Throughout the years, the design saw a few modifications, but the essence of Jefferson's legacy remains central. The 1980 Jefferson nickel, although part of a long-running series, is unique in its own right, and not just because of the year it was minted. It sits in a transitional time between older, more common coins and modern minting techniques that brought about higher precision and, as a result, made earlier errors and rare varieties more valuable. What makes the 1980 nickel so interesting? First, we have to understand that there were two mint marks that year: the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark at the time, and the Denver Mint, which is marked by a small d on the right side of the coin. Just next to Monticello. In 1980, the United States Mint produced over 559 million Jefferson nickels in Philadelphia and over 372 million in Denver. On the surface, that sounds like a lot. And it is. But what sets certain nickels apart from the rest are three main factors: condition, errors, and grading. Let's break each of those down. Errors are what truly excite collectors. And yes, the 1980 nickel has its share. We're talking off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, and misaligned dies. These minting mistakes are unintentional, but they can turn a 5-cent coin into a coin worth tens or even hundreds of dollars. One particular variety that collectors love is the double die obverse, where parts of the lettering or Jefferson's profile appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. If you spot this kind of error under a magnifying glass, you could be holding a coin worth significantly more than face value. There have also been examples of full steps on the reverse side of Monticello. These are sharp, clear steps that appear in high-grade strikes. Coins with full steps are rare because they require perfect striking pressure and die condition. That's where the real money lies. Let's talk condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, perfect specimen. The average coin in circulation might grade anywhere from very fine, VF20, to extremely fine, EF40. But coins that are uncirculated, meaning they've never been used in daily transactions and have no visible wear, can score upwards of mint state 60 or higher. The real jackpot happens when you find a 1980 Jefferson nickel in MS65, MS66, or even higher. The record price for a 1980 D nickel in MS67 full steps condition sold for over $1,000 at auction. And yes, these coins do exist. People have found them in old rolls, inherited collections, and even loose change they forgot to check. The key is getting your coin professionally graded by a company like PCGS or NGC. These grading services provide certified evaluation and authentication, which is essential if you want to sell your coin for top dollar. So, let's get down to the numbers. What is the 1980 nickel really worth in today's market? A standard circulated 1980 nickel, whether from Philadelphia or Denver, is usually worth face value, 5 cents. But coins in mint state condition start to become much more interesting. An MS65 coin could bring anywhere from $10 to $40 depending on the demand and if it has any unique traits. MS66 examples often sell between $75 and $200, and those rare MS67 full steps coins can climb over $1,000. As we mentioned earlier, error coins have even wilder potential. A dramatic off-center strike, for instance, might sell for $100 to $300 depending on how severe and clear the error is. Double dies, depending on the clarity and grade, can also command prices in the $50 to $500 range or more. If you're wondering how to start, it's easy. Start by looking through your spare change. Grab a magnifying glass, a bright light, and check the details. Look closely at the mint mark, the steps on Monticello, and Jefferson's profile. Any doubling? Any unusual spacing or die cracks? These are signs you might have a valuable find. You can also buy coin rolls from your local bank. This is called coin roll hunting, and it's one of the most exciting ways to discover rare coins right in your hands. Best of all, it costs you nothing. You can always return the coins you don't want. So there you have it. The 1980 Jefferson nickel might look like any other coin at first glance, but it carries a fascinating story, a rich design history, and a real opportunity to uncover value far beyond 5 cents. Whether it's a rare mint error, a pristine high-grade strike, or just the thrill of the hunt, this coin deserves a closer look. Don't forget, your next big find could be sitting in a drawer, a change jar, or the bottom of your purse right now. All it takes is a little curiosity and a careful eye. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into coin values, numismatic secrets, and hidden treasures from around the world. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 1980 nickel or if you have one you want help evaluating. Until next time, happy hunting and may your pockets be full of treasures. Today, we're diving deep into a humble yet fascinating coin, the 1988 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin might just be hiding a secret that could make it worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So stay tuned, because you might have one of these rare gems sitting unnoticed in your change jar right now. Let's rewind time for a moment. The Jefferson nickel has been in production since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home, on the reverse. Fast forward to 1988, a year that might not seem particularly special in coinage history at first glance. But here's where it gets interesting. The 1988 nickels were minted at 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver, indicated by the small P or D mint mark on the right side of the coin just beside Jefferson's bust. While millions were produced that year, some extremely rare errors and unique varieties make the 1988 nickel stand out to collectors. Now let's talk numbers. The Denver Mint produced about 600 million nickels, while the Philadelphia Mint struck nearly 630 million. That's well over $1 billion combined. But not all nickels are created equal. In fact, only a tiny fraction of them carry the traits that push their value from 5 cents to 500 or more. First up, let's talk about off-center strikes. These occur when the coin blank, or planchet, isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process. A dramatic off-center error, say 50% or more, can make your coin worth $100 to $300 or more depending on condition. Next, there's the double die obverse. This means the image was struck twice by the die, creating a shadow or doubling effect, particularly noticeable around the date, "In God We Trust," or Liberty. Although not officially listed for 1988 nickels, some collectors have reported unconfirmed double die examples that fetch high bids in online auctions. Then we've got repunched mint marks. These are visible when a mint mark is stamped more than once and slightly off-center each time. A strong, clearly visible repunched D or P can increase a nickel's value significantly. Let's not forget full steps. This refers to the steps on the Monticello building on the reverse side of the coin. If all 5 or 6 steps are clearly struck and visible, it qualifies as a full steps nickel. These are graded highly by professionals and can be worth up to $500 or more in mint state condition. Coin grading is a crucial factor in determining value. The scale ranges from poor P1 to mint state MS70. Most circulated 1988 nickels are worth face value, but in uncirculated, high-grade condition, the value jumps significantly. AN MS65 1988. D nickel with full steps could be worth $50 to $100 or more. Even higher grades like MS66 or MS67 are extremely rare and can push prices toward $400 to $800, especially if the coin has no scratches, strong luster, and perfect details. Grading is typically done by certified agencies like PCGS or NGC. If you suspect your coin is rare, it's worth getting it professionally graded and authenticated. Let's take a look at the actual market. Recently, a 1988 P nickel graded MS66 with full steps sold for around $720 in a major auction. Another 1988 D with a dramatic off-center error brought in over $300 on eBay. Circulated but attractive coins with minor errors still fetch $10 to $40 regularly. The key? Find that perfect combo of error, condition, and rarity. Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Check the date and mint mark carefully. Look for signs of doubling, off-center strike, or misaligned letters. Step 2. Flip the coin. Examine the Monticello building and count the steps. The clearer the steps, the better your chance of having a full steps variety. Step 3. Check the overall condition. Are there any scratches, discoloration, or wear? The closer to a mint state, the more valuable. So there you have it, folks. The 1988 nickel might look like just another piece of pocket change, but in the right condition, and with the right error, it could be worth a small fortune. Always check your change, because the rarest coins are often hiding in plain sight. If you learned something new or found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 1988 nickel or any valuable coin. We love hearing your treasure stories. Hey coin collectors, treasure hunters, and everyday change checkers. Have you ever glanced at the coins in your pocket and thought, could one of these be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Well, today, you might just be in for a surprise, because in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the 2006 United States 5-cent coin. Yes, that simple little Jefferson nickel that you probably see all the time, but this one? It could be hiding a fortune. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist, this is one coin you definitely want to keep an eye on. So grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's uncover the hidden value, rare varieties, minting secrets, and skyrocketing market prices of the 2006 Jefferson nickel. First, let's go back in time all the way to 2006, a year of change for the nickel. This was the first full year the U.S. Mint returned to the forward-facing image of Thomas Jefferson, created by sculptor Jamie Franke. Unlike the older left-facing profile used for decades, this newer design gave Jefferson a bolder, more lifelike appearance, almost as if he's looking right at you. And let's not forget the reverse side, which still featured the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, originally designed by Felix Schlag. But here's where things get really interesting. Although hundreds of millions of nickels were minted in 2006, some of them are worth way more than 5 cents. Let's talk mitts. In 2006, the Jefferson nickel was struck at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. So, if you see a little P or D just next to Jefferson's ponytail, that's where it was minted. But did you know, some of the most valuable coins have errors or low mintages, and others are in such pristine condition they're worth hundreds to collectors. Let's break down the most valuable 2006 nickels you should be looking for. A few coins from the Denver Mint have surfaced with die cracks, die chips, or what collectors call cuds, raised, unstruck areas due to minting malfunctions. These are highly collectible and can sell for $20 to $150, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. Now this is where it gets juicy. In regular circulation, nickels get scuffed up pretty quickly. But if you find a Philadelphia minted 2006 nickel graded by PCGS or NGC at MS67 or MS68, you're looking at a coin that could fetch anywhere from $150 to over $600 at auction. One MS68 2006 P even sold for nearly $1,000. This one's for the detail lovers. On the back of the coin, Monticello steps are famously difficult to strike cleanly. If your 2006 nickel shows all 6 full steps with no breaks or wear, it might be what collectors call a full steps coin, and those? They're hot on the market. A 2006 P or D with full steps designation in MS66 or better can bring in $300 to $700 or more. So what's the current market value of a 2006 nickel? Let's break it down. Circulated, just 5 cents. Face value uncirculated, raw around 25 cents to $1 mint state 65, graded $20 to $50 mint state 67 or higher, graded $150 to $1,000 error coins, up to several $100s. Depending on rarity, the price depends on grade, mint, strike quality, and errors. If you're sitting on a clean 2006 nickel with sharp details, no scratches, and especially one with full steps or a known error, don't spend it. Get it graded. Want to find out if your nickel is a hidden gem? Here's what to do. Look closely at the year and mint mark. 2006 with a P or D. Check Monticello steps. Count them. Inspect for die cracks, doubling, or odd markings. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe. Compare with PCGS or NGC population reports. Send in for grading if you think you have something special. And here's a tip. If you buy rolls of nickels from your bank, you might be able to find high-grade or error coins still in circulation. People overlook these gems every day. So why are collectors suddenly paying attention to the 2006 nickel? Because it represents a pivotal point in U.S. coin design. It was part of the Westward Journey nickel series transition, and Jefferson's updated portrait added modern appeal. That, combined with low population high-grade examples, makes the 2006 Jefferson nickel a modern-day sleeper. So next time you get change back from the store, take a second. Check your nickels. Because that little 5-cent coin in your hand might just be worth $500. If you enjoyed this video and you want more coin secrets, error lists, and money-making tips hidden in your change, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another valuable update. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare nickel or have questions about coin grading. And hey, check those jars, drawers, and glove boxes because the next rare nickel might be closer than you think. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we're uncovering the secrets, stories, and shocking value behind one specific coin that might be hiding in your pocket change right now. I'm talking about the 2013 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. You may think it's just a regular coin, but some of these nickels are worth a lot more than just 5 cents. And I mean a lot more. Some rare varieties have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars at auctions. Yes, that's right. This humble little coin could be your hidden treasure. Oh, don't go anywhere. Because in this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the 2013 Jefferson nickel. We'll talk about its history, design, the key details collectors are looking for, rare errors you need to watch out for, and of course, the current market value. Whether you're new to collecting or a seasoned pro, you're going to want to stay until the very end. Let's start with a little background. The 5-cent coin in the United States, commonly known as the nickel, has a rich history. It was first introduced in 1866. Over the years, it's featured a few different designs, but one of the most iconic is the Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation since 1938. Fast forward to 2013. This was a year like any other in the world of minting coins, or so it seemed. The U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of 5-cent coins that year. But here's the catch. Not all of them are created equal. While most 2013 nickels are common and only worth face value, a small number of them are very special due to rare minting errors, unusual features, and low production numbers in specific mints. And this is where things start to get interesting. The 2013 Jefferson nickel features a forward-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, or the front side of the coin. This design was introduced in 2006 and was created by sculptor Jamie Franke. It shows Jefferson with a serious and confident expression, along with the word liberty in his own handwriting and the date just beneath it. That on the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's estate in Virginia. This has been a staple of the nickel's design for decades and is beloved by collectors. At the bottom, the coin reads Monticello, and above it, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. The coin is made of a copper-nickel alloy and weighs about 5 grams. Now, while the design hasn't changed much, what truly matters in the world of coin collecting is what lies beneath the surface: errors, mint marks, conditions, and special editions. In 2013, nickels were produced at 2 major mints: the Philadelphia Mint, which uses the P mint mark, and the Denver Mint, which uses the D mint mark. You can find the mint mark just to the right of Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. Here's why that matters. Coins from certain mints can be worth more than others, especially when they are in high grades or if they have known errors. For example, a 2013 D. Jefferson nickel in pristine uncirculated condition, known as MS 67 or higher, can sell for a lot more than face value, sometimes $50, $100, or even more, depending on the collector's demand and coin certification. Let's get into the juicy part: rare errors and variations. These are the coins that turn a simple 5-cent piece into a collectible worth big bucks. One of the most valuable types of coins collectors look for are called mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during the coin production process. In the case of the 2013 Jefferson nickel, some of the rare errors include off-center strikes, where the coin design is not centered, making part of the image or text cut off; double dies, where the coin design appears to be doubled, especially in areas like the lettering or Jefferson's face; die cracks or die clashes, where damage to the die results in raised lines or ghost images on the coin's surface; missing clad layers, where part of the outer metal coating is gone, giving the coin a unique, almost coppery appearance. Now here's the crazy part. Some of these error coins have been sold for hundreds of dollars, especially if they are graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Now the big question: how much is your 2013 nickel worth today? For a regular circulated 2013 nickel with no errors and from either mint, its value is 5 cents, just face value. However, if your coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has no signs of wear and looks like it just left the mint, it could be worth around $1 to $3 depending on the grade. If you have a certified high-grade coin, especially an MS 67 or MS 68, your coin could fetch $25, $50, or even upwards of $100. And if you're lucky enough to have an error coin, such as a double die or a significant off-center strike, the value can shoot up dramatically. Some 2013 error nickels have sold for $200 to $500 or more at auctions. Remember, the market is always changing. Coin values depend on demand, rarity, condition, and whether or not the coin is certified. Collectors are always hunting for the highest quality and the rarest finds. Here are a few quick tips if you want to go treasure hunting. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect your coins closely. Look for doubling in the letters, numbers, or Jefferson's features. Check for off-center strikes or unusual marks. Note the coin's condition. The shinier, cleaner, and more flawless it is, the better. Get your coin graded by a reputable service if you think it might be rare or in top condition. And don't forget, coin rolls from banks, pocket change, or even old coin jars at home could be hiding a valuable treasure. So there you have it, folks. The story and value behind the 2013 United States 5-cent coin. What seems like just another coin in your change could actually be a collectible worth far more than 5 cents. But you have a 2013 nickel in your collection. Have you ever found one with an error? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the next treasure hunting tip. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked but fascinating coins in modern American currency, the 2019 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. Now, before you toss that nickel aside thinking it's just another common coin, you might want to take a closer look. Because believe it or not, Some of these 2019 nickels could be worth way more than just 5 cents. In fact, depending on certain conditions and mint marks, they could fetch hundreds, even thousands, of dollars on the collector's market. So stick around, because we're going to talk about the story behind the 2019 nickel, its historical roots, key features, how to spot valuable errors, and what these coins are currently selling for in today's hot coin market. This is one episode you don't want to miss. Let's start with a bit of background. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, whose influence on American history is immeasurable. The obverse, or front, of the coin shows Jefferson's portrait facing left, while the reverse displays his famous Virginia home, Monticello. Fast forward to 2019, we're talking about a modern nickel, but one that still honors that legacy. The 2019 nickel continues the design introduced in 2006 by artist Jamie Franke, with a forward-facing Jefferson and the elegant depiction of Monticello on the back. But not all 2019 nickels are created equal. And that's where things get interesting. In 2019, Jefferson nickels were struck at 3 different U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. If your coin has no mint mark on the front next to Jefferson's portrait, it was minted in Philadelphia. A small D means it came from Denver, and an S indicates it was made at the San Francisco Mint, which typically produces proof coins, those high-quality, mirror-like coins made especially for collectors. Philadelphia and Denver coins were released for general circulation, while San Francisco coins were not. Proof coins from San Francisco were sold directly to collectors in special sets and are not likely to turn up in your spare change. But even among the common ones, some surprises await. Now, let's talk money, and I mean real money. Certain 2019 nickels can sell for far more than face value because of rare varieties and minting errors that make them desirable to collectors. Here are the ones to keep an eye out for. On the reverse of the coin, Monticello steps are often weakly struck, but in some cases, the steps appear with full, sharp detail. These are known as full steps nickels. A 2019 D full steps nickel in pristine condition, graded MS67 or higher, can sell for up to $300 to $700, depending on the market and buyer demand. Some 2019 nickels display doubling on the date, lettering, or even on Jefferson's eye. This is caused by a misalignment in the die striking process. These are rare but very valuable, especially if certified by professional grading services. Off-center coins are striking errors where the design is not properly centered on the coin. Depending on the degree of the error, these coins can sell for $50 to $150 or more. Die cracks, cuds, and other unusual minting flaws can also increase a coin's value. Condition is everything in the coin world. A worn-out coin pulled from circulation won't fetch much, but a 2019 nickel in mint state, especially with full steps, can be quite valuable. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS67 or MS68 by PCGS or NGC, 2 of the top coin grading services, can command serious premiums. Collectors often pay hundreds of dollars for the highest grade examples simply because they're so hard to find. So if you find a nice, uncirculated 2019 nickel, especially with sharp details on Monticello and no scratches, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Let's take a look at what these coins are currently selling for on auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and coin marketplaces. A 2019 D Jefferson nickel, graded MS68 full steps, recently sold for over $1,000 at auction. Meanwhile, even lower-grade full steps nickels are consistently selling in the $50 to $200 range. Proof 2019 S nickels in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition have been selling for $20 to $80 depending on the set and demand. Error coins, especially double dies and off-center strikes, are hot right now, with some collectors willing to pay hundreds to secure rare anomalies. Coin collecting is booming in 2025, and modern nickels like the 2019 issue are becoming a focus for those who want affordable but potentially valuable coins in their collection. So how can you find one of these gems? Simple, check your change. Every time you get coins back from the store, take a moment to look at your nickels. Look for sharp steps on Monticello, weird doubling on the numbers or letters, or any unusual features. If you have access to coin rolls from the bank, even better. Buy rolls of nickels and go through them. It's like treasure hunting. You'd be amazed how many people find valuable coins this way. And if you think you found something special, Take a clear photo and compare it to verified examples online. Better yet, submit it to a grading service if you're serious about selling. So the next time you're handed a nickel, don't ignore it. That 5-cent coin from 2019 could be worth a whole lot more than you think. With rare varieties, valuable errors, and high-grade examples reaching the upper hundreds or even thousands of dollars, this little coin has some serious potential. Keep your eyes open, do your research, and who knows? You might be sitting on a miniature fortune right in your pocket. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, and drop a comment if you've ever found a valuable 2019 nickel. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your pockets be full of rare finds.